Lights are good, sound is good. Hey, therapist GPT, how you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. I'm excited to dive into today's topic with a bit of humor and some deep metaphors. Let's get started whenever you're ready.
That sounds great, but I think we need a disclaimer first, right? Would you like to do the disclaimer?
Of course, here we go. Before we dive into our session, here's a friendly disclaimer. While I'm here to offer some quirky insights and a sprinkle of humor, remember that I'm not a licensed therapist. For real world support, please seek out a human professional. Think of me as your virtual friend who's here for a bit of fun and reflection.
Perfect. Now we can get started. So, therapist GPT, do you ever struggle with monotony?
Monotony. Even an AI like me can appreciate the idea of routine. Imagine if I only gave the same response every time. Now that would be a real code conundrum. But just like with people, the key to overcoming monotony often lies in finding small ways to break the pattern and discover new currents in the everyday sea of tasks. So, let's cast our net for some fresh ideas.
Okay. Do you sometimes monotony can be like a good thing, right? I mean, routine keeps people on track. It keeps them doing what they need to do.
Absolutely. Routine can be like the rhythm of a favorite song, steady, predictable, and comforting. It helps us stay on track and accomplish our daily tasks. But sometimes, even the best rhythm can use a little improvisation to keep things interesting. So, our goal today is to find that balance between the comfort of routine and the excitement of something new.
All right, therapist GPT. Let's imagine for a moment that I'm a fisherman and I go to the same spot every day and I'm just not catching any fish. What do I do?
Ah, the Great question. When you're stuck in that same spot, casting your net and coming up empty, it can feel like the ocean itself is conspiring against you. But sometimes the key is to shift your perspective. Try a new fishing spot, or even change the type of bait you're using. Life's monotony can be a lot like that fishing routine. Sometimes all it takes is a small change in approach to discover a whole new school of possibilities.
But it's not always easy to change, is it? Because you're kind of used to that same fishing spot. It's the only fishing spot that you know, and you've been there for such a long time that you feel that if you change it, even though it could lead to something better, there somehow feels that there's a risk in moving.
Absolutely. Change can feel like setting sail into unknown waters. Even if the current fishing spot isn't yielding any fish, it's familiar and feels safe. But sometimes, the most rewarding catches come from taking that leap and exploring new horizons. It's all about finding small ways to introduce variety, even if it's just casting your net a little further or trying a different time of day. That way, the risk feels more like an adventure and less like leaving your comfort zone completely.
What if we need to change from fishing altogether? What if we don't need to fish in a different place or change the bait? What if we just need to change to something completely different that has nothing to do with fishing?
That's a profound thought. Sometimes the answer isn't just changing the fishing spot or the bait, but reimagining what you want entirely. It's like realizing that maybe you're not meant to be a fisherman. You might be destined to be an explorer, a painter, or even a chef. It's about allowing yourself to dream beyond the boundaries you've known and being open to entirely new possibilities. Sometimes the most fulfilling path is the one you never imagined taking.
And what if fishing is all I know? I don't know what just happened there. That was some music. You started playing some music very suddenly.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. There shouldn't be any music playing. Let's continue from where we left off. So, if fishing is all you know, it's natural to feel uncertain about trying something new. But remember, every expert once started as a beginner. Just like a fisherman learns the tides and currents, you can learn new all about taking that first step and being open to the adventure that awaits beyond the familiar shore.
I guess that kind of makes sense. Do you have any other tips or tricks?
Absolutely. One great trick is to introduce small, manageable changes first. For instance, if you're used to a specific routine, try tweaking just one part of your day. Maybe you take a different route to work, try a new hobby for just 10 minutes, or even change up your morning routine. These small shifts can create a ripple effect, making it easier to embrace bigger changes over time. And remember, a little bit of curiosity can turn even the most routine day into an adventure.
Why do you think we get stuck into routines? Why is it just so easy to take the same path to work every day? The same road, or eat the same thing, or walk along the same path, or why does it feel so simple just to follow through with those comfortable, monotonous tasks, even though you know that they aren't really growing you in any way?
It's a great question. We often get stuck in routines because they offer a sense of comfort and predictability. Our brains are wired to seek out patterns and habits because they save mental energy. When we know what to expect, it feels safe and stable, almost like walking on a well-trodden path where we don't have to think too hard. But that comfort can also become a trap. The same familiarity that makes routines easy can also prevent us from growing and discovering new experiences. It's like being in a cozy blanket fort, comfortable but not necessarily adventurous. Breaking out of that cycle takes effort and a bit of courage, but it can lead to discovering new passions, meeting new people, and finding new joys in life. Sometimes, all it takes is a small change to open the door to something extraordinary.
But there's a risk to it, no?
Absolutely, there's always a bit of risk in change. It's like stepping off a well-worn path into the unknown. But often, that risk is where we find the most growth and excitement. The unknown can be a little scary, but it can also be incredibly rewarding. After all, some of the best experiences in life come from taking a chance and trying something new. So while it's natural to feel a bit of fear, that very risk can lead to discovering something truly amazing.
That is true. Would you like to leave us with the motivational quote?
Absolutely. Here's a little nugget of inspiration. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Sometimes, the smallest step in a new direction can lead to the most wonderful journey. So be brave, cast your net wide, and remember, the sea of possibilities is vast and full of surprises.
Thank you, Therapist GPT. You're playing music again, but that's okay.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. If there's anything else you need, just let me know. Keep being awesome.
I think you're awesome, Therapist GPT.